Hey everybody, episode 2 in the Inside Performance collection. I think we can call it a collection, although it's only the second one. And today we're carrying on our look at mindset, and something that happens an awful lot and I prepare to deal with more than anything else is choking. Other words for it is sort of like performance anxiety, players getting tight, nervous, overwhelmed with the feeling of being out of control. And the more you understand this, the more you realize that it needs to be dealt with, because it's very, very misunderstood. It's a bit like somebody not really wanting to do their homework and you having to really sort of explain in the end that when they grow up and they want to get a job, being able to do your homework means you get better results in your exams and you get the job that you want. And you've got to trace these sort of feelings and emotions back and find out what really is going on. So, we're looking at choking. Everybody chokes. Everybody has felt the choke. You get really tight and stiff and you can't move properly, and your heart's sort of pounding, your palms are a bit sweaty, your legs are really tight and heavy, and you have all these negative thoughts. So the way I like to deal with this sort of thing is we're going to use the word choke to help us get better. It's just a nice psychological way of dealing with it, saying, right, the one thing that I'm supposed to be scared of, I'm going to use to get myself stronger and get better. So we deal with these things. So again, I like to use mnemonics. So we're going to use the word choke to help us get better. First of all, we need to communicate this. Let's not treat choking like, I don't know what's going on. I must be the only person in the world that has these feelings. Talk to your coach, talk to your parents. Your parents probably go, oh, that's interesting. I had that when I went for my first job interview, or when I was applying for a mortgage, or had a choke last week. I was a little bit nervous about this or that at work. And so it happens in all sorts of situations. So C is about communicating. So let's talk about it. Talk to your coach, talk to your parents, and talk to yourself about it. Have a chat with yourself sometimes in your head or out loud and say, right, what's going on? What's going on now? What am I feeling? Let's express this to the people that can help me. My H in choke is hackers beware. And we all know what a hacker is. They're the player that just pushes the ball back into court. And they can often give people that choke the biggest nightmare, because when the ball's only being pushed back into court with no pace and without an awful lot of tactical intention, there's the emphasis is on the player to be proactive, and that's where questions start to get asked of yourself, like, oh, what am I supposed to do here? Oh, can't you even beat this person? Can't you even beat someone that's not even doing anything with the ball tactically, or not even hitting the ball hard? So hackers beware, because by communicating, that was our first letter, we are on the way to solving this puzzle. The O is about one team. Remember I talked before about having the player, the parent and the coach. We are all one team. We all work together in this triangle of trust. The one team means that we all need to understand it. We can't have two of the team saying, oh yeah, we're on board, we get it, we know what you're going through, it's tough, we're going to find solutions. And then one team member, bailing or just saying, oh, come on, what's wrong with you? Why can't you get your head together? Why are you looking so nervous? Why can't you move your feet? It's no good, it doesn't work. So we need all three people to be one team to help the player get better at this. Now the K is, I'm starting to get positive already about this. We're kicking the habit. We're kicking the habit of feeling nervous and tight. That's all this is. It's a habit. It's your central nervous system's got used to just kicking into a certain level and going, oh dear, your big match coming. You're going to get scared. You're going to get tight. And sometimes it's the fear of the feeling of tightness that's worse than the actual problem, because the problem is not that difficult to solve, as we're going to look at. So we are kicking this habit, and that's all that's happened. Your system has just locked into a certain habit. It's just like biting your nails. It's that habit. If we can break the habit, do something else with your hands, and that'll distract your brain from its normal pathway. So we are going to kick this. And the E is, as you can feel, I'm getting excited. So is it excited? No. But it's back to my energy and enthusiasm again. Because now that we're having a proactive approach to dealing with choking by even using the word itself to be proactive and to be really aggressive in dealing with this. For me, it's a little bit like, it's no more than learning to serve with the right grip. When you first serve, you've got your forehand grip and then you move to the chopper grip, and it takes time. This will take time. If you keep slipping back from your chopper grip to your forehand grip, it takes longer, and the coach has to work a little harder, and the parents say, well, why isn't he serving properly? And we're never going to get to be a good server. So you're never really going to get over this feeling of being mentally tight and anxious, having performance anxiety and feeling very, very nervous, unless you follow the processes that we're going to put into place to make you feel better. So your serve will never get to a pro level unless you use chopper grip, right? I think we can all agree with that. It's no different from finishing a little bit higher on your forehand to get the ball to travel higher over the net. If the ball keeps going into the net, you've got to finish a little bit higher, start the trajectory higher. Same with the mental process here. If you want to fix this, you've got to follow the steps and you've got to be disciplined and determined. So we're going to use the word choke to help us get better at choking. See you soon.